This is JSA TV, your virtual newsroom for telecom professionals. I'm Dean Perrine, and welcome to JSA TV. With us today, we have Mr. James Martino. James is the CEO of Avotus Corporation, a provider of intelligent communications management solutions. James is an expert in voice management solutions, and he's here today to talk to us a little bit about the importance of telecom voice management, its evolution, and how folks can deal with the evolution as we go forward. I'm just going to jump right in here, James. First question, can you talk to us a little bit about intelligent communications management as it relates specifically to voice management?
All of the products that we apply at Avotus are branded under the Intelligent Communications Management umbrella, and that's because that's our approach to managing telecom solutions and helping customers in their environment. We believe that companies are constantly putting significant investment dollars to work within the technology and telecom space. And what we want to be able to do for them is we want to be able to make sure they optimize those investments each time they make them. In order to do that, they really need to be able to do three things. They need to be able to have visibility of all of the assets that they have within the network and how they're deployed. They need to be able to capture and manage and analyze big data, because telecommunications networks basically create a tremendous amount of data, both in the purchasing side, the contracting and inventory side, but also in this case in the usage side in terms of what's taking place on a daily basis on that network. And by having that information, having that visibility, and being able to be in command of your big data, our customers are able to make smart decisions which allow them to save money. So that's how we approach the marketplace. In terms of the voice platform, which is a critical component of the overall communications network. On the voice side, our software has been deployed for over 30 years, and it allows customers of over 140 different models of switches to be able to have in-depth information regarding the activity that's taking place on their voice network at any given time. Why is this important? It's important because these customers need to be able to see what's going on in the network. There's security issues associated with that. They need to be able to understand the utilization of the network. They need to be able to understand whether or not the network is fully configured in the proper amount of bandwidth and a proper amount of trunking. The ICM usage management platform from Avotus allows companies to effectively manage that platform among multiple sites globally, all through one seamless platform.
Excellent, thanks, James. And you started to touch on my very next question, which is, can you tell us a little bit about why voice management, usage management is such a valuable tool to network administrators?
What's happening is we're living in a more complex society, and the network administrator is often being asked to do more with less, and also to be able to provide information on how their telecom network is being utilized. So I think one of the interesting things here, and I'd like to use real-world examples, right? So we had a situation here recently where Ray Rice, a football player, was accused of domestic violence, and an ensuing part of that was somewhat of a scandal with the NFL Commissioner's Office. And there was, it got to a point where there was questions about whether or not the police had turned over a tape of the incident to the NFL's office. And the last reports I saw on this, they were going to create a big task force to go out and investigate what did the NFL know and when did they know it. Well, this is a great example of how our usage management platform would have been very useful in that situation, because our platform would be able to answer the question that that commission is trying to answer in a few minutes, because our system is constantly monitoring all of the usage that's taking place, every phone call, every time the phone goes off hook, who the to and from party is, and be able to demonstrate that. So we'd very quickly be able to produce that information if I was the network administrator at the NFL, to be able to tell our superiors exactly what type of conversations may have taken place between which parties at which point in time, and that would help them to get to the bottom of that issue very quickly.
Yeah, well, our viewers certainly love a good real-world example. So thanks for that. Which again segues nicely into my next thought, and that is the demand for these solutions must be pretty high, especially as the networks, the voice networks, are changing, and big data, and as they evolve. Can you talk a little bit about that demand?
Yeah, so the interesting thing here is that there's a significant dynamic shift taking place in the voice marketplace. Companies globally are moving from traditional PBX equipment that rides on a TDM type network of copper trunks and DID and DoD lines, and they're moving towards more VoIP-based, SIP-based platforms, wherein the voice is actually transpiring over internet protocol. And these systems are very attractive to enterprise customers because they're feature rich, they provide a lower cost of services, and it allows them to upgrade their networks at a much more economical level. So for us, what does that mean? Well, that means that each time one of these migrations is taking place, is an opportunity for that customer to, at minimum, maintain the visibility they've had utilizing our software or other usage management software in their existing platform, but also to potentially enhance that platform. So we have been out in front of that marketplace. Again, we're have interoperability with over 140 different models of PBXs. And we recently announced just a few weeks ago that we've have interoperability now with a BroadSoft platform utilizing a SIP protocol. So now as customers move from the PBX world and the TDM world to the SIP world, they're going to be able to bring with them their usage management capabilities from Avotus, and will be able to maintain that same level of transparency, visibility. They'll be able to manage their big data, and at the end of the day, it's going to save them money. It's going to give them better visibility into that platform and security.
So if I'm a network administrator and I know that things are changing and I need to keep up with that change, what's step one for me?
Well, I think step one here is that you need to be able to look at the environment that you're in and the environment that you're going to, and you need to ask yourself, how are you going to be able to manage that environment? Okay, and one of the things we do as a company is we like to sit down with our customers and really have a solutions-based type of approach. So we seek to be able to spend time with them, understand their needs, understand how they're utilizing the voice management platform or the voice platform, and then from there be able to provide them with the right solution. And our solution then will give them the ability to not only manage the inventory of phones, manage the contracts associated with them, manage the invoice associated with them, but then also monitor the daily activity on that phone, so that if you're that you're that telecom administrator at the NFL, for example, and you get that call, okay, you're going to be able to answer the bell, okay? And we want to make sure that our clients, telecom administrators and various different enterprise companies, are always the hero and always look intelligent. And that's why we like to give them, an intelligent communications management platform so they can demonstrate their ability to manage those investments.
So let's talk security and let's talk human resources monitoring. What are some of the benefits of usage management, voice management for things like security and HR?
The interesting thing is that the communication devices available to an individual employee at a firm have expanded greatly over time. Okay, so it used to just be you just had to worry about that desk phone and what was going on during that. Then we gave people internet access, and they were able to do email and internet searches. They were able to send and download files and so forth. And each time that's happened, it brings a level of security concern to the table. Now, on the data side, a lot of firms have been very active in terms of monitoring the email systems and spam and quarantines and so forth. But on the usage management, maybe not as much. Okay, so our platform allows companies to really have a understanding of how those corporate assets are being used, and we can do that not only in the landline world but also in the mobility world, and be able to provide information on how your mobile phones are being used, how your landline phones are being used, who's speaking with whom. And when there's an investigation or a situation, that information is extremely critical. We have on multiple occasions actually been asked to come in and testify as to the efficacy and efficiency of our data in terms of supporting a particular claim that somebody may have or defending against a claim that they may have. And these typically are multi-million-dollar suits. So our platform is extremely effective in that. As we grow and as the market evolves, we're moving towards more of a unified communications platform. That means more and more productivity tools are being put on the employee's desk. And as that takes place, there's also an expanding need for monitoring and understanding of that. And Avotus is well on its way to keeping up, not just keeping up with the times, but getting ahead of the times so that we can provide our customers with the right tools.
Excellent, James. Your insights are always extremely valuable to us. Thanks again. We enjoy having you. And if you'd like to know more about Avotus and about voice management solutions, you can go online at Avotus. That's avotus.com. And thanks for watching. Thanks again, James, and thank you, viewers. And be sure to check out the next edition of JSA TV.